Alright, so what is up, everybody? So, some of you say that engine oil, it would either take a lot on the manifold to cause an engine fire. Well, looking at this in the daylight, I don't know if you can see that the valve cover gasket right there is really pushed out. Well, that's from these rubber valve cover gaskets. They're not the steel reinforced ones. Now, you know, these are the ones that my mechanic buddy put on, and I'm not complaining at all if that's all it is, because like if we look at the engine here, the fire was all down and around. It was all down towards the bottom of the engine over, I don't know if you can see that, but you can kind of see way down at the bottom there the frame, like what the hell is that called? The frame, there's a lot of burnt scorch down there and all on the side of the engine. I mean, the funny thing is, like I said, she was running just fine, and she was fully engulfed in flames on this side of the engine. And even after we put it out, I mean, if we look, it happened up and over there in the front of this structure there. So, I mean, even after we put it out, let her sit for a little bit, still was able to drive her back here. So, only thing I could think is that A, the engine getting really warm, and leaking oil from the valve cover gaskets onto the manifold, and just letting her sit there and idle. That was my stupidity. You can kind of see a lot of oil pooling up right up around here. And I did put a new fuel filter on a while ago, I want to say about 4 or 5 days ago. So that looks okay. I'll have to take off the air cleaner to look at that better to make sure that that's not leaking, but there's fuel in it. But you never know. So this is why I need tools. I definitely want to get that $200 301 piece wrench and socket kit from Harbor Freight, because with that I can do the valve cover gaskets. I can do, you know, remove the carburetor. My mechanic buddy did say he got my carburetor finished, the Holley carburetor that's supposed to be on here, and he's gonna ship it to me on the 15th of this month. So I'll be able to get my brand new rebuilt carburetor, which again, you know, all the mechanical stuff that's gone wrong with this van, you know, my mechanic buddy, he's fixed it, and he's done it stupid cheap, you know, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that because he's a friend, and I don't hold him responsible for anything. I mean, there's stuff in here that, I mean, it's an 87. It sat for a year and a half. He fixed as much of it as he could before we left Minnesota. So, well, that's, yeah, you can see like this valve cover gasket is still leaking, so I gotta replace these valve cover gaskets before I get a huge engine fire on this side. Lols. But anyways, you know, yeah, so pretty much the plan for this engine is buy those tools, get the cork gaskets that were originally on it, and yeah, then just start put the new rebuilt carburetor on it. I also got to get the tube that goes from here to there, so that way it can suck in cold air. I'm thinking on literally, now some of y'all may be like, you're stupid, but drilling a hole in here, like getting my hole socks, I've done this to a van before, and putting just a little hood scoop in it, so that way then it'll suck air down into the engine, which again, some of you might be like, you're stupid. But then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on this engine myself. You know, when I get the tools, I'm going to be able to do the valve cover gaskets. I'm going to be able to do the carburetor and all that stuff, because, you know, Other than my mechanic buddy, he's the only mechanic that I have no problem bringing my vehicles to because I know they get fixed. But other than that, it's like I don't know any mechanics around here. Nobody can seem to recommend a good one. They're like, well, they've been in business for a while. I'm like, that don't mean they're good. So I just can't wait to get tools so I can start working on it myself and then working on my mom's stuff. But today my project is going to be, I bought some white spray paint. I'm going to spray paint my windows white because I want to take the reflectix off. So, but that's it for now. So make sure to comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit that like button, and I will talk to you guys later.